1:30 GMT on Thursday, 28th of December 2020. The technical issues will persist because of the need to allow for the various technical components to be adjusted. That will take several weeks. So while that happens, we shall be trying to maintain a kind of daily presence, but it will not be anything like the usual amount of information that we normally contain or carry in the broadcast. This is Kudila television channel being broadcast under the Baby Angel Zgeronimo editions. The ticker is showing a different date. It's showing November, but this is actually exactly 1:30 GMT on Thursday, the 28th of December 2023. As I said, we have been absent from streaming broadcasting for several weeks now because of technical issues. So we have a lot of catching up to do. So this is just a tester, starting to see how we can begin to make up for the lost weeks of broadcast and streaming. This is Kudila television channel being broadcast zgeronimo editions on the internet, only on the internet. And this is the part A of the Kudila television channel being broadcast at 1:30 GMT on Thursday, the 28th of December 2023. Several items that have emerged during the COVID-19 inquiry that was underway before the holidays, for Christmas and New Year holidays. One of the most important ones to emerge has been the characterization of then Prime Minister, so-called British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, during the onset of the COVID pandemic in the United Kingdom in 2020, and the various comments that Boris Johnson made, especially the one that he made about let the bodies pile high. This is one of the things that is central evidence of the corruption, the criminality, the evilness that is the personification called Boris Johnson. Baby Angel Zgeronimo knows that Baby Angel is evil, but other people didn't know. Other people didn't know the extent of the evilness that Boris Johnson is and has been. Now, Boris Johnson is not the only one, but he is the leading devil, Satan, that has personified the evilness. So we shall be covering the COVID-19 inquiries and the lessons, if there is anything called lessons to be learned. And of course, the most important thing that has happened since we lost access to the technical logistics for the broadcast is, of course, the accentuation of the attacks on Palestine, on Gaza, on the children, and thousands and thousands of children have been being massacred. And we've got other topics, including in the case of the Brick Lane community and its connection with Bangladesh. There is supposedly an election due to be taking place in Bangladesh in January. But the election is a sham, it's a charade, especially because the numerical so-called majority, numerical majority in the sense that not BNP, the Bangladesh BNP, is boycotting the election. And we shall be having a lot to say about that as well. We have other issues, including the situation in the London boroughs, including Tower Hamlets, Lambeth, Newham, Hackney, and the worst of the borough councils to be lumbered with an elected mayor, corruption and criminality, Croydon Borough Council, and of course Lewisham. And we shall be catching up in terms of the records and in terms of the comments on the Kudila television channel about the degeneration that has been taking place in Croydon, especially since the most corrupt local council exploiter in all of England, a woman called Catherine Carswell, managed to get herself appointed chief executive in this degenerate council of Croydon. It will not be possible for the sheer amount of information that has to be processed to deal with Carswell criminality in one issue of the or one edition of the Kudila television channel. So it will take several editions. So this is an introduction, and we shall resume shortly.